All right, guys, so today we are working with where exactly on your instrument is each note that we have for the Module 6 song. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the setup that I have here on this screen. We have right here in this upper left-hand side of things, this is the worksheet that you should be filling out for the questions. Down here in the bottom left, this is the song. We do have some of the rhythms written out, but this is the song that we are working with. And then over here on this side, this one comes from the Module 5 Vocabulary and Study Guide. The Module 5 Vocabulary and Study Guide, and it is all the way here at the bottom of the page. So I'm right there at the Module 5 Vocab and Study Guide, and I scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. And this one shows us exactly where each of these notes that we see up here is on the piano. Notice it's stepping up C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Right? And the notes on the keyboard step up as well. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And remember, it is on the C's that it increases in the numbers. Also remember from before, hopefully you learned this from before, we have sets of 3 black keys and sets of 2 black keys. And the C, any C, is to the left of the 2 black keys. So that's a C. I find my 2 black keys right here. Down here is the C. Okay, I find my 2 black keys. Right there is another C. And so a repeating pattern of A, B, C, D, E, F, G goes with that pattern that we see here on the keyboard. And it's also stepping up as we step up on the staff. Okay, so as we step up on the staff, it goes to the right on the keyboard. As we step down, if we were to step down on the staff, then it goes from right to left on the keyboard. All right, so our first one here, this one is that C right here, and it is right here. So this one is a C4. It's in this range right there. So that one is C4. Okay, next one. Okay, our next note will be on the space below the staff. I find the space below the staff here. I follow the arrow down, and that one is a D. Okay, that one is a D. Okay, and it is below, above C4 and below C5, so it is D4. Great. Our next one is on the bottom line of the staff. Bottom line of the staff goes right there. I follow the arrow. That one is an E, and it is above C4, below C5, so it is E4. As long as it is below C5, the number is going to be a 4. All right, now we have those numbers. We want to separate out our measures and keep track of where we're at. So we put a bar line right there. And notice this is also on the 3rd measure, and we have 2 measures without any music. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 empty measures there at the beginning. All right, great. Now I have 2 empty measures here at the beginning, matching my 2 empty measures there. And my first measure of music that I play right here. C4, D4, and E4. And on the piano, I play C4, D4, E4. All right, next up we have the space below the staff, the bottom line of the staff. We have figured both of those out. I'm not going to keep on reiterating them. D4 and E4. All right, now we have the bottom space of the staff. Bottom space is right there, and I follow the arrow to the note. That one is an F, and it is above a C4 and below C5, so it is F4. Then we have a new measure, and we have two measures of the same notes as we discovered in our last lecture. We have E4, F4, and then let's figure out what this one is. This one is on the second line of the staff, I go over to the G. This one is above C4, below C5. That one is a G5. So we had it's below C5, so it's G4. We have E4, F4, and G4. Okay, new measure. This last measure here, that one is the same as the first measure, or this second measure there. E4, F4, and G4. All right. Now let's figure out where the numbers change above a 4. Right here, this is measure 9. Right in measure 9 here, we have our first C5. This is our first note that is not going to be a 4. All right, so here we have our A4, our B4, and our C5. Okay, so when you get to measure 9 here on question 10, you're going to do measure 7, measure 8, and then you put here for measure 9, you put A4, B4, and C5. Now let's take a look at this next measure. We have a B4 again, C5 again, and then above the C5, we have our D5. Okay, and let's double check me on these answers. Okay, we have D5 right there. It is above our C5, so it is D5, and we haven't reached the next C yet, which is C6. This is still incorrect as of right now. On this C5, this should be C6. Okay, so this one is D5 because it's below C6 and above C5. Okay, so that one is D5. Okay, and I'm not going to keep on showing you all of these. You already should have the letter names from before. We just need to figure out exactly which octave they belong to so that you can identify exactly which key you press on the piano when you are playing these. So that is all we have today for our lecture 3 for piano. Remember that this lecture is only for piano. It can be helpful for the other classes, but this one is for piano. Also remember, be better than you were yesterday.